Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 4, Chapter 152. All right, we're in it now. Act 4. The table is set, and our 4 heroes, Dabwick, Grip, Bash, and Pandora, are all finally awake after sleeping away the last 2 months. Dabwick has had their moment to confront J-Dove, and while it probably feels like a small relief to have gotten some of their feelings off their chest, there's still a lot of baggage hanging out and filling the corners of this cozy little flat. Maybe there always will be. Grip is, of course, reeling from being robbed of the opportunity to see the sullen starling and tell the crew all they meant to him, but he's otherwise adapting with fairly steady footing to the influx of another life's worth of memories. He knows who he is, and he seems to have kept a hold of that and walked out of the other side of this recent experience mostly intact. Not so much the other two. Vic has changed again. Fully remembering and reliving 2 decades of life with his lost family in Dilathleen has clearly left a mark on him. He now seems to have come back as the man he was pretending to be during that time. Sebastianis, or Bash for short. New act, new name, new Johnny. And Dora is now Pandora. And after 150-odd chapters of Katie talking about how her character will just keep choosing to set grief aside to be felt another day, it seems like after reliving the 80-odd years of her previous life, the floodgates have finally opened. And something else is going on as well, something having to do with having lived 1,000 lives. There's more to learn, of course, in everybody's case, in everybody's story, and that, of course, is what we'll spend Act 4 doing. Among other things. And which of those other things will our heroes decide to do, and in which order? How will they triage their current fucked up situation? We're in a new position here at the start of this act. The road ahead has often been fairly straightforward as we've done our top of act table setting in the past. Act 1, escape the asylum. Act 2, find out what's going on in town. Act 3, read books and sail the river. This time, we got some choices to make, and I think that's what's going to end up being our theme this act: choices. What and who we choose to prioritize, and what those choices say about us, because time is no longer on your side. Your days of floating down a lazy river for months while drifting in and out of dreams where time is irrelevant, those days are over. We are back in the real world, babies. And the list of things we could choose to pursue keeps growing. Lols and Munn apparently set sail for Absalom 2 months ago. Did they leave any trouble behind them? Stasi, Stanhope, and some random elf dude left in pursuit of them. Where are they now? Where is the Necronomicon? Do they already have it? Where are Neb and Ulf? And has Weirlai already gotten to them? Shady shit went down with Lols' yacht, the Aurora, in the days immediately following its arrival in Casimir. And whatever Stasi found in it left her shaken. Dabwick now, of course, remembers that they left Alyana, Chet, and Sam the Sliver trapped in a painting of Carcosa in Munn's house a little over a decade ago. Could they still be there to rescue? And the prisoner is in chains in Biting Lash's stronghold, Blossoming Thorn. So yeah, all of that is on the table. Plus, we do have a more immediate concern.
Shopping.
Shopping. Roll
putting on some
for
clothes.
shopping. We're in Dabs' living room, and some sort of demonic horror just teleported in. A grotesque creature, almost a foot taller than Grip, roughly humanoid, hairless arms, cat paws, cat haunches, but charred, backwards-facing, burnt and blackened human feet, huge white feathery wings flecked with red and black, a lion's head with an angel face erupting out the back of it. It's gripping a flaming longsword and just demanded that Grip prostrate himself and swear the oaths to Nergal. Let me take you to a map here.
Oh, look at this huge room.
Yeah, everyone's in uncomfortably close proximity. Dabwick, Bash, and Grip were gathered around Pandora, who is still on the floor on her cot. Dabwick's kneeling beside her to the south. Bash is standing over her to the north, Gripper to the east. The creature is adjacent to Grip, but that also means that Bash and Pandora are in its reach as well. Chester and J-Dove are just emerging from the kitchen about 10 feet northwest of the creature, and Barnabas, first level helpless Barnabas, is sitting uncomprehending about the same distance away in the northeast corner of the room. You are all in the same green druid robes with no other equipment, except Dabwick is now wearing their new swallowtail bracers. The only weapons in the room are J-Dove's star knife, which is down on the table at the south end of the room. So, yeah, that ping looks right. And then Melison's now unmagical rapier is on the floor next to Barnabas. So let's say it's in the square where Barnabas's token is. All the rest of your equipment is neatly stored away in a trunk in Dabwick's bedroom, but Dabwick is the only one who knows that. Okay. Just in case a fight happens here, just in case we decide not to bow down to Nergal and frame the next half of the campaign that way, we should adjust everyone's sheets here. Polly, go to the additional tab, AC items, and unclick the little equipped box next to your armor. I think everyone can safely still be assumed to be wearing their rings, so you can leave your ring of protection on, Polly. Okay. Then go up to your buffs, and here we go. Turn off your boots, cloak, headband, and amulet. Robert, AC items, unclick your breastplate, shield, and amulet.
Breastplate, shield, amulet.
And in your buffs, click off your cloak. I bet your AC is probably hot garbage now, huh? How bad is it?
The garbage is 17 hot,
boy.
Down from 30.
Favorite number.
Oh!
Johnny, turn off Bash's armor and amulet, and cloak and belt under the buffs. Not too huge of a deal, but obviously the crippling thing here for you is that you have no stuff. And Katie, click off your Vam braces, and then, oh boy, under your buffs, turn off your cloak, headband, belt, and Eon Stone.
Oh God, my armor class.
Hey, my
How bad
armor
is yours?
class didn't change.
How bad is yours, Johnny?
15.
Oh, God.
That's my armor class, too.
Oh. Everybody except for the Gripper, please click on the fatigued condition. This is to reflect the state of your bodies as you're still adjusting to waking up after all that time. Gripper, thanks to his supernatural boost of strength that he obtained at the Mad Poet's Oasis, has managed to make his way through that a little bit faster than the rest of you.
Oh, geez, that all just went down again.
Everything's going down. All right, so Robert, Grip has just been ordered to bow down and swear allegiance to Nergal. This creature is standing, looming over you, wings outflared, the heat of the flames coming off of its longsword, practically scalding your flesh, nearly burning those green druid robes. What do you do?
Well, the thing about that is, I'm promised to another at the moment. So, if Nergal wants to take care of that, if he can figure out who the other one is, they can duke it out themselves and then let me deal with whoever's left. But for right now, I'm spoken for, you fuck. Blasphemer!
Everybody roll initiative.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I think we knew we were fighting here.
Oh.
Boy.
Gripper.
9.
Uh-huh. Dabwick.
16.
There we go. Pandora.
10.
Bash.
Coming right in under that with an 8.
Okay. Chester got a 7, and J-Dove got a 20, beating the demon by 1, y'all.
Oh.
And J-Dove is like a 13th level cleric, right?
J-Dove is...
Probably got dismissed.
Oracle?
J-Dove is an oracle.
Oh, yeah.
She's not quite your
Super
level.
high level, right? And can just get rid of this thing in one go.
Better than the commoner, I was assuming.
Assuming.
Assuming. All right, J-Dove is the first to react, and maybe that's just because everybody else was caught up in the awe and horror of this thing. She was the last one to step into the room just as she heard the yell of blasphemy. She whispers a little prayer to Mother Moon, and then there is a burst of energy throughout the entire room that hits all of you. You all feel just a little touch of Desna's luck infuse you. You now know that you have the option, as an immediate action before you make a saving throw, you can choose to use this luck and roll twice, taking the better result. Once you use this, it is gone. As you all feel that little bit of deific luck wrap its cozy arms around you, the demon finishes screaming that word blasphemer, and there is a concurrent blast of dark energy through the room. You smell the reek of sulfur. Once again, you hear the screams of millions of tortured souls. I need will saves from everybody. That includes Barnabas.
Oh.
In Barnabas's case, this is a save or die. Do you want to make this roll, or do you want me to make it, Robert?
I'm going to throw that over to you.
Okay. I'll roll it publicly in roll 20.
Is Barnabas also blessed by Desna?
Barnabas cannot take actions, so cannot use an immediate action.
Can the rest of us use this turn, because we haven't gone yet, so we shouldn't be able to take immediate action.
Yeah, no immediate actions until you've gone. Let me start with J-Dove and Chester. J-Dove gets a 28. Chester gets a 25. Gripper.
That's a fuck me natural one.
Oh, no! This makes sense. This is basically specific magic targeted for your punishment, and I think a little bit of deific demon lord influence maybe seeps in there.
I was awfully flipped to the demonic messenger, so
Yes.
Do you feel like the tattoos on your arms burn and writhe or do
God.
anything like that?
yeah, they're pretty uncomfortable right now.
Yeah. All right, Bash.
26.
Keeping it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm using an action point. 22.
Dabwick.
27.
All right. Barnabas's will save at first level is +5.
That's only one worse than Grips at level 10. Without any of his gear.
Wait, he was stripped of all of his levels of... Oh,
He's in the same
Just
boat
like
as you
we
were when
were.
we started the campaign.
oh
Yeah, it's all gone.
gosh.
Everything's gone. All right, here we go. This is for Barnabas. That's a 13. He's non-responsive to stimuli in the room around him, so he's sitting there blankly in anthropomorphic fox form, kind of maybe humming a little to himself, and then just, you see, it's like strings cut on a marionette. He just crumples to the ground. His body's ability to hold itself up, kind of one of the last things left in there, stripped out from underneath him. Oh, shitballs. Both Chester and J-Dove made their saves, and they only take half of the strength damage that is dealt to them, but they both crumple to the ground, unable to hold up the weight of their clothing and equipment. They are writhing on the ground at what looks uncomfortably similar to around where Dora was when she got hit by that symbol. They can't move effectively. Gripper is dazed for 1 round. No actions for 1 round, although you can defend yourself normally. Dabwick, Bash, and Pandora are unaffected. Okay. At the other end of the room, watching Barnabas's life slip out of him as he crumples to the ground on Skywind's pallet, Dabuk, you're up next. You have no equipment. You are on the ground next to Pandora, 10 feet away from the creature, adjacent to the table. What do you want to do?
How does divine focus work for a druid? As opposed to a cleric who has to have a holy symbol.
The divine focus for a druid or ranger is, like for a cleric, a physical object that you would normally keep within your spell component pouch, typically a sprig of holly or some other sacred plant.
A knowledge check on the demon?
Planes, please.
Planes.
I don't have that.
I gotcha.
All right. Dabwick will emit an aura of protection, giving us resistance 5 against fire.
Cool.
Awesome.
30-foot aura.
That's a standard action.
That's a standard action.
And is everybody affected by that?
Everyone in a 30-foot.
Amazing. Gets everybody in the room. And how much resistance?
5. So Dabwick's going to stay where they are within healing distance of grip.
Excellent. All right, then, on the floor, Pandora is up next.
Pandora will make a planes check.
Roll it.
27. Have I identified the creature?
You have.
Good, because now I get a +1 competence bonus on attack rolls, opposed ability checks, skill checks, and caster level checks, most importantly, against this type of demon.
That's
Oh,
pretty
For 1
cool.
minute.
that is pretty cool. This is something new, is it not?
It is.
You are looking at a Shahath demon. These are the living embodiments of blasphemy. They form in the abyss from truly blasphemous souls, and they are sent out by demon lords, typically on one of 2 missions. One, as you're witnessing, to punish those that have blasphemed against them.
Hello.
2, to actually turn clerics of good deities into agents of chaos and evil. They have the ability, to merge, sort of like you're seeing this angelic form merging in and out of the body of this thing itself. They have the ability to merge their entire body with a helpless creature, and then they take the body over. That person then forever becomes chaotic evil, and they basically operate that body like a meat puppet for as long as they feel like it, and they can do whatever they want with it. They often will go to the material plane and find a kindly, good priest of, say, Desna or Sarenrae or Iomade, and then make them commit atrocities. So they have the ability to merge with hosts and turn them chaotic evil. And that they definitely have spell resistance of a level that you would consider to be like roughly a 50-50 chance you could penetrate it or so. And then anything else about it, you could certainly make some guesses based on some meta-knowledge that Katie might have. Demons often have DR overcome by either cold iron and or good weapons. They often have immunities to fire and or electricity. They often have a lot of energy resistances and a ton of spell-like abilities. But that's what you know for certain.
Okay. I cannot take a 5-foot step because I am on the cot, yeah?
Correct.
I could try to dimension door away with everyone, but that would leave Chester and J-Dub in the room alone. I could try to take some people and not others. Or I could try to make Grip not dazed. Which I think is probably my best bet.
Interesting.
Because
is that in your placebo effect spell? Great.
Yeah.
You gonna go for that? Gonna have to cast
I'd
defensively.
hate to just take dabs into the next room and have Bash and Grip immediately die at the hands of this creature, right?
So do you want to cast defensively then?
I do.
So that'll be DC 15 plus double the spell level. Is that a 3rd level?
It is a 2nd level
Oh,
spell.
nice. DC
So
19.
I almost... Oh.
But
So what you all see, if you're looking at her, maybe you're not because there's a giant demon in the room. Dora's hand comes up by her chin and begins to trace something in the air next to her. Rows of maybe numbers, formula, something. She makes a spellcraft check.
is she doing math?
Hard to tell. But whatever she does, it works.
Sure does. I see that.
She reaches out to Grip. She's so used to having a telepathic bond that she thinks it's all right, even though no one can hear it. And as an 11th level caster, she casts placebo effect.
Nice.
So I think this means I cannot fail the concentration check unless a 1 is an automatic failure.
It is not.
I cannot fail the concentration check
Amazing.
because I get a +1 boost to that check from being an 11th level caster for this spell. And my concentration check is currently 18.
Very
so,
good.
Plus 19, bye-bye dazed condition.
Yay.
Nice, thank you.
So much stuff just happened.
Did you just use a somatic component?
No,
Okay.
that's just the range.
But I think it might have looked like it to Grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because...
Oh, yeah.
For what
it
Grip knows?
absolutely might have looked like it.
Yeah.
How did you become an 11th level caster?
To
It's
be
in
determined.
the stars, buddy.
Oh, it's in the stars.
So just in time for his turn, Robert, Grip can actually act now, standing toe-to-toe with the Shahath demon.
Okay, I'm thinking of trying something that might be crazy.
Oh, it's
love
time
that.
to do it. We haven't had a combat in like 6 months. Let's break it all out. We're shaking the dust off.
What I think I'm gonna do is you're gonna see his face go slack, his eyes roll back, his neck go, and as a swift action, he's going to take 2 feats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will take greater grapple
Awesome.
and a dedicated adversary.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to grapple a demon.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Because of improved grapple, you do not provoke an attack of opportunity. This will be a CMB
buddy.
check against its CMD.
That's a 28.
28?
28.
Before
and
you
I'm
spend
gonna spend 5 stamina points to make that a 33.
Do you want to use an action point as well?
It's a fucking demon, isn't it?
It's a demon.
With a 4, so 37.
Only due to the action point. You have grappled the Shahath demon.
You did not throw it away.
You did not. All of those resources were very well spent.
All right, now I gotta tally
Yeah,
these.
click some things on. So both of you have the grappled condition right now. Which means, in the demon's case, it cannot make attacks of opportunity.
I'm so...
That's fucking awesome.
It's going to go before I get to go again, though. So hang on.
But its options just became pretty limited.
And I am repellent.
And the thing about... So, some outsiders have a whole bunch of supernatural abilities. Demons have a bunch of spell-like abilities, which require concentration checks to use if you're in the middle of a grapple. So a bunch of its heavy hitters might have...
This is teamwork.
There we
That's
go.
fucking teamwork.
All right.
Yeah.
I assume that's the end of your turn there, Robert? Yeah, good. Very good. All right, Bash, you are up next. You are right next to the demon, which now is inside the loving embrace of our friend the Gripper.
I too would like to make a knowledge check on it to see if there's anything that I would know about this,
Yeah.
since Dora did not initially share information.
It's been so long since we've been out of a telepathic bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 26. So I think I probably know the exact same things.
I'll give you one more because, you have different knowledge. You do know that these blasphemy demons have the ability to touch divine spellcasters. That would include Dabwick, that would include J-Dove, and fill them with so much doubt that they have a 20% chance of failure every time they attempt to do any divine ability for the rest of their lives, unless they can somehow get the curse removed. And it's a difficult curse to remove.
This thing. What the hell?
And you would also know, because of it has the ability to shoot faces outside of the back of its body at any time of its choosing.
Can't be flanked.
Cannot be flanked.
What you gonna do, buddy?
Bash, first of all, studies this demon, making it his studied combatant.
Yeah.
And then he is going to push past Pandora and Dabwick over to the table.
Uh-huh.
So he's right next to Grip, but still able to be at the table.
I see. Yes,
and,
yes.
Grab the star knife.
Yes, it's in your hand.
There. Yeah. So it's in his hand. So that is his move, standard, and swift action. And as he goes by Dabwick, he whispers, "Don't let it touch you, or it might stop you from ever casting a spell again."
Magicless wick.
And then
Mundane wick.
writhing on the ground at the end of the turn here, Chester has enough strength to mutter a small incantation and send a blast of 5 magic missiles out at the demon for 21 points of damage. Whoa.
Dang, Chester.
All right, gotta beat
Stealing
spell
my
resistance,
thunder.
though. Success. All right.
Way to go!
Nice. 21 points of damage
First blood.
to the Shahath demon at the end of the round.
Go Chester.
Yeah.
You got this, Chester.
Come a long way from being pigged to that leaf.
It's so true. That's the end of round 1. Top of round 2, J-Dove is up. J-Dove, I'm not quickly seeing any spells that only have verbal components, so I think she's just writhing in agony on the ground this turn. Demon is up. Okay. Grip, you've got this creature in your grasp. The lion's mouth opens up and the angel face pops out of it and says right in your face, "Now you've made it mad. Why have you made it mad?" And then the lion mouth closes down on the angel face, and then just howling this huge lion roar, the thing just starts hacking at you with the flaming longsword in its hand.
I don't suppose this goes against my CMD, does it?
It does not.
Damn it.
However, he is penalized because he's got the grappled condition. Here we go. First attack.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, something in the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
16 points of damage and 5 fire damage, which I guess you take none of. Thank you, Dabwick.
Nice.
Second attack hits armor class 24.
That'll also hit.
13 points of damage and 4 fire damage, which you ignore.
Woohoo!
Third attack. Oh, God. Natural 20.
Oh, my.
Oh, shit.
Natural 20 on the back of 21 points of damage and 6 fire, which means you actually take a point.
You're so proud of yourself.
I'm so happy for myself. I just did a thing. All right, so the rest of you are watching in horror as the thing is just laying into Grip, just hacking at his shoulder with this burning, flaming, long sword.
Almost, but not quite, bloodied.
Ooh, Dabwick, you are up. Adjacent to Grip.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly where you want to be.
Exactly where I want to be.
Everything's coming up Dabwick.
Dabwick casts Cure Moderate Wounds.
Yes. And that's only verbal somatic spell components?
That's correct.
Nice. Roll it up.
That's 19 points.
There we go. The hit points go out. The hit points come in.
Thank you.
You can stay in there.
Yep.
Pandora, on the floor. You are up.
So standing is a move action,
It is.
and then moving would be a move action.
That's correct. You can take a 5-foot step, though.
So I could stand, take a 5-foot step, and still cast a spell?
Yes.
Great. I'm going to do that.
She moves down between Dabwick and Bash.
Again, her finger begins tracing something. Numbers, probably. Rows, columns in the air.
You know about the maths.
I certainly do, and I know a lot
Wow.
about this particular math.
Look at those checks, Katie.
Yeah, I know. This is my thing, I guess.
guess
This
it is.
like, where have you been all my life? So I boost my caster level again, reach out to Grip, and cast a new spell. She feels deep feelings, oddly enough, of atonement,
Oh.
of making up for something. As she visualizes Dabwick casting lesser restoration on her over and over and over again, which she can't hear. She just knows that's what they're doing. She owes the universe for the gifts that were given her to bring her back, to
nice.
restore her.
Nice.
And you get 27 hit points. And if that takes you over,
It can't possibly.
can't possibly,
does
right?
not.
Okay. Then never mind. You don't have any pain effects or any other ability score damage or any other conditions, right?
Correct.
Just the grapple condition, but I'm keeping that.
Yeah, I can't get rid of it anyway. You feel purified in some way.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Just in time for your turn, Gripper.
Okay. So with this greater grapple,
Yes.
normally I can just do one check to do one thing, or so he attacked me with all his attacks.
Which means all of your grapple checks this round are at +5
Okay.
because you decided to stay in the grapple this round.
So, but I can attack him with a full attack, or I can only do these grapple checks with the greater grapple.
If you do a full attack, you're releasing the grapple.
Gotcha.
If you want to stay in the grapple, you could make one grapple check as a standard action. If you succeed, it remains held, and you also deal damage as with an unarmed strike. Because you have greater grapple going, you can do one as a standard action, one as a move action, and then maybe with some stamina points, you could even do a third potentially.
With the pin action, does that then prevent him from being able to take attacks on his next turn?
Yes.
So I could make a check to pin him and make a check to deal damage to him.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do.
Done and done.
First for the pin. That is a 30.
How you like it?
And that's with the +5.
Did you add +5 to that?
I did not.
Oh.
No, 35.
All right.
So
you're still
then
not where
I
you
will
were
do
before.
2 stamina points to get me to 37.
Success. The creature is pinned.
Great, and now I will make one to try to damage the demon. That's not going to do it. That's a 20. I don't think I can boost that any higher.
Because it's pinned.
It's 25, so 25 with the +5.
You know that it's now denied its dexterity bonus and is taking a total of -6 to its CMD.
I'm sitting at 25 right now. I could spend 6 more stamina points and still have 1 in my pool.
Only can spend 5 on a single roll,
Oh,
though.
you're right. But I could spend 5 to get me to 30.
Could indeed.
And I'm going to risk an action point just to be sure.
Alrighty.
33.
You have damaged it.
Yes. And that's going to be 1d10. Because
Gripper, with his now supernaturally enhanced strength, is just crushing this leonine creature in his grasp. Feathers! There's filthy fucking feathers all over your apartment, Dabwick. It's so dirty.
14 points of damage.
Got it.
So 35.
And he is grappled and immobilized.
Howling in rage.
And I'm going, shh, shh.
Note that Gripper made a
awesome.
stroking motion.
Stroking gesture on its face. Bash, you are up. Like the rest of the party, standing behind Grip.
Bash is going to take a 5-foot
Hey.
step,
That's where we're supposed to.
and then he is going to start to go to town on this pinned
God.
demon.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 27.
Keeping it?
Yeah, because it's pinned, so it should hopefully hit.
It is colossally a hit.
All right. And that's going to be 7 points, and I'm going to go ahead and spend my studied combatant on it now.
Yep.
And that will add another 3d6 for 5, 4, 3.
What was that total?
12.
It looks like it took barely any of that.
So it needs cold iron.
Or good.
We're good.
Yeah, a little bit got through, but just a little bit.
That was 12 was just the studied target damage. I don't know what the weapon damage was.
I'm sorry. So what was the total on the attack? The whole.
So it would have been 7 plus 12. It would have been 18.
Looks like it took about half of that.
Okay, so it's got DR10. All right. He's going to go ahead and try to attack it again right now because he is not going to be able to do a move action or anything like that.
Cool.
So he's going to again make it his take a swift action to make it his studied target.
Yep.
And attack it again with his second lowered BAB and see if he can hit it. And that's a 23.
That's a hit.
Excellent. And that's going to be for
I'm not gonna fuck around. Its AC is so low right now.
4 plus 3 is 7, and then 9, 10, 12. So it only did 2 points of damage.
Total of 12 becomes 2.
And he yells out, "You got any cold iron in this house?"
To the two people writhing on the ground. This is Dabwick's house. Chester feebly looks over from the floor. Your equipment is in the trunk right here. Like, feebly lifts his hand, is now pointing to... Johnny, I don't think you've even been over in this room, but he's pointing over into this room over here.
Okay.
Pointing into Dabwick's bedroom, and he seems to be indicating, oh my god, all your stuff is so close. It's like right there.
Got it.
Chester will attempt to magic missile one more time. Does not penetrate spell resistance. That's the end of round 2. Top of round 3, poor J-Dove is in a state. The demon is also in a state.
Aw.
All right. Pinned. A pinned creature who attempts to cast a spell or use a spell-like ability must make a concentration check. Oh. DC 10 plus the grappler's CMB plus the spell level.
Oh, shit.
It has to make an attempt. All right, so what's your CMB right now for
CMB
grappling?
is 16 right now.
Okay, so 26 plus spell level. All right. It can make it. And with a whiff of smoke and the sound of screams, it vanishes out of your arms. You're left holding nothing but filthy air and dirty feathers. As Devin sees, just like filthy bird feathers all over their apartment.
Spellcraft check.
Yeah, please make it.
26.
25.
13.
Greater teleport.
It's gone. Teleported away.
But I bet that's the last we've seen of him.
And as he says that, he is literally walking over to the bedroom and like walking in immediately before he does anything else.
Yeah.
Dora is going to Chester and J-Dove and will cast the same spell on both of them that she cast on Grip to heal them of all their strength damage.
Oh, awesome.
And 3d8 plus 10.
Great. They're doing fine on hit points, but yeah, they had... So they actually made their save and only took half damage, but I rolled 11 and 12 for their strength damage.
Wow.
So they took 6 and 5. I was just like, oh, this is going to be nothing.
They both have regular, like, 10 strength or lower, possibly.
Lower. Yes, they are. They are both non-melee combatant spellcastery types. All right, so everybody is able to gather up their belongings.
Dora would go to Barnabas immediately after healing them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great.
Dabwick would also be going to Barnabas.
So we're easily able to get Chester and J-Dove back on their feet, and then we are left facing the now literally dead body of Barnabas in the corner, and has stayed indeed after death in this hybrid form, this anthropomorphic fox form.
She kneels beside him and lays a hand on him. I don't know if he would have wanted this. She's still obviously extremely shaken from what happened, 30 seconds ago when she woke up.
Yeah.
But I could give him a second chance.
Bash comes up from behind and puts his hand on your shoulder, and he's got, like, Vanity in his other hand.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Let him go. It's a mercy. He chose this.
I don't know what to do.
What are you thinking of doing?
And she's really, really deep in grief.
well, then there is no wrong answer.
Yeah.
There is no wrong answer.
Yeah.
There is only story.
Yeah. She's going to make a choice.
We don't know. We don't know. Perhaps that is his salvation. He could live another life as someone who knows nothing of any of it. is I would need something worth something. Maybe the closest thing that I have is the wedding ring, which 2 months ago would have no value to me.
Yeah.
But now represents a life lived, a painful, drugged, horrible. It's not positive psychic significance.
It's just significant.
But it is powerful psychic significance, I think, to her now.
Yeah,
it represents something, too, that is not here anymore.
I buy that.
Dora would gladly trade that wedding ring and let go again in order to find out if Barnabas wants a second chance.
Is that what she does?
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes.
So Dora is leaning over Barnabas's body, holding this wedding ring in her hand. And while she takes 10 minutes to do whatever the heck she's doing, let's take a little pause here and talk about leveling. And then we'll see exactly what Pandora is up to. Like I did in chapter 36 and 90, I put together little descriptions of your current kit again because I find it fun. Let's start with Dabwick. Dabwick looks basically identical gear-wise to the top of Act 3. Magical leather armor, darkwood quarterstaff, Melisand's tiara of inspired wisdom. It's golden. Weirali's boots / horseshoes / swim socks of striding and springing, and their gray cloak of elven kind. Just a little meta note here for you all. Between acts, I went in and checked the value of everyone's equipment just to see where we were after that very weird book spent barely in the real world. The good news was that Vic and Grip were basically right on track with where they should be at this level. Dora was a little down, and Dabwick was way, way, way down. And I think we can see evidence of that in the fact that they basically acquired no new equipment during levels 7, 8, and 9. So something for everybody but Polly. Essentially, every time he says Dabwick doesn't need anything when you're talking about buying or enchanting things, maybe ignore him once in a while. So these new swallowtail bracers will go a long way to getting Dabwick closer to where they should be at. But it's just something to note. And you know, obviously both Gripper and Vic, now Bash, require a lot more stuff to do the things that they do effectively and to armor themselves. But just to note. So Paul, why don't you talk about this level 10 for Dabwick?
It's funny, this, for lots of druids, the wild shape has been going for some time on their character, but this is still new for Dabwick. And at this level, Dabwick can now transform themselves twice a day with wild shape and include tiny and large creatures within their wheelhouse and elementals.
Whoa.
Adding that to the pantheon of things that they can change into.
I had forgotten that part.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
And another thing is Dabwick's domain spells come from the protection fortifications house, and in that domain their saves go up every once in a while. So I just got another boost in saves, and the saves are looking really good for Dabwick. But other than that, it wasn't a huge change this level.
You get new levels of spells at odd levels, is that right?
That's correct. I can cast more 5th and 4th level spells, an extra one of them each day, so that's going to be good.
And as we hit 10th level, all of our signature skill things, as long as we have 10 ranks in whatever we took that feat in, you get a new ability added onto it. Are you at 10 ranks? Would you take nature, I assume?
It's knowledge nature.
Yeah.
That's right. So, 10 ranks.
What do you get at the 10 rank mark?
When you successfully identify a creature, you gain a +1 competence bonus on attack rolls, opposed ability checks, skill checks, caster level checks against a creature that
That's
kind
what we saw you do at
for
there,
1 minute.
Nice. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next time we're fighting animals or plants or something, we got to remember to to add that in.
Right.
Alignment. Still feeling like this is the alignment for the dabs?
Yeah. I mean, player Polly is more of a good. I'm trying to keep Dabwick a little more neutral.
Yeah.
That's a hard balance for me personally, but that's the choice I'm making.
I love it. All right, next it's the Gripper. He got a ton of new loot in Act 3. He's still carrying the magical wooden shield from Briarstone, still. But it's even more potent thanks to Vic enchanting it further, and carrying Lulwyn's Bag of Holding, and Rumatri's composite shortbow over his back. But otherwise, everything else is all new. He's wearing Glower's +2 mithril breastplate, Chester's Ring of Protection +2. He's got Vadrax's +2 scimitar on one hip, and that +2 Dan Bong that Vic enchanted for him. And he's also wearing the magical monk's robes. He's kitted up. And, of course, he also got that physical ability bump from the Mad Poet. So he looks insanely buff. So, Robert, talk to us about what you got.
10 was, I don't know, it feels very workmanlike. He BAB goes up, fort and reflex saves increased. Skills, he put another point in intimidate, which he hadn't done in a while. Mm-hmm. Still going with perception, and took what will be his last for the foreseeable future rank of profession sailor.
Yeah.
His knockout ability increases to twice a day.
Sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Martial flexibility, he can now do 1 feat as a free action, 2 feats as a swift action, or 3 feats as a move action.
Oh, God. Free action to take a feat.
Free action to take 1 feat.
God, that's so cool.
Took an extra hit point. He only rolled a 2 when he rolled his hit points, but his hit points in the waking world are now 104.
Oh!
Jesus!
Nice!
That was not me. It was Rob doing me.
I assume you don't quite have 10 ranks in Intimidate, your signature skill, right?
Not yet.
Not quite yet. And let's talk about your campaign trait, Pugnacious. Remember how I said
that's right.
that these get new things added in?
Right, I forgot to look at that. Give me a
So
second.
I haven't put it in there.
Oh.
I will tell you.
All right.
This is the first time you're hearing of it. So after regaining your memories, you just can't get the image of Count Lolz's face looming over you, forcing you into the waters of the oasis. You can't get that image out of your head, and you find yourself periodically shaking with rage, but that rage can also occasionally empower you. Once per day, as a free action, you can gain either a +1 trait bonus on all attack rolls or all weapon damage rolls for an entire combat.
Ooh.
Free action.
Sweet.
Oh, that's badass.
Either to hit or damage.
Exactly.
And it's what was the plus?
+1. But it's a trait bonus, so it'll stack with any other buffs you got going.
Nice.
Very, very
That's
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is badass for one whole combat.
Yeah.
Oh, that is badass.
And sometimes our combats last for multiple sessions, so it could be a lot of rounds.
In the real world, that could be months of
Would
fighting.
Yes.
Fort Hale Course have counted as one combat?
That one,
It
I think there was one.
Part of it was.
Yeah.
The staircase certainly would have.
Yeah.
Because we got up to around like 30 somewhere.
Don't even.
Yeah, it was forever. What about alignment?
I think we're having another little shift.
We're shifting again.
I think
By degrees.
I think he's, and this is, I picture this being where he lives for a while, but I think neutral good is where he's feeling. I think
Welcome to the club.
his, I think his, like, moral compass right now is, could he stand in front of Skywyn and Katzen and talk about his day and feel good about it?
Yeah.
Like that's
nice.
that's sort
wow.
of that's sort of
Oh my God.
that's
that.
where that's his lodestar right now.
I want to be proud of what I say to them when I have to check it with them and tell them about my day. I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's really lovely.
All right, that is the second good member of this party. Welcome.
Finally.
Bash is still in the 3-piece flannel suit he's been rocking ever since leaving Thrushmore.
Yeah.
Reese, yeah.
He puts on the clothes because those are the clothes that he has,
Not
but
right
that's
on him
not.
anymore.
But like he doesn't have the hat. He hasn't tied the tie.
Okay.
It's like just like a shirt and pants and a jacket. Like he's not.
It's like a liminal transition space
Yeah.
between outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But he no longer he's not wearing a hat right now.
Okay.
Because he's like I don't need that.
They don't need those vanities. Speaking of vanity, that's the big change since Act 3. The addition of vanity, this blocking chunky, brutal-looking adamantine alchemical torch. Super enchanted over the course of Act 3. And as usual, all the rest of his massive equipment list is tucked away in the magical haversack. What about posture and physicality? You know, he's changed the way he's carried himself every act. Does this change come with a similar physical change or not?
He carries himself, I think, as if he was older.
Mm-hmm. Like 20 years older.
Maybe not. Like there's sort of a residual thing of he's still walking around in his mind in his 50s.
Oh wow!
But everything feels good. But he's a little bit more sort of
cautious,
careful
with himself.
Just careful with himself.
Yeah.
Just like more still, I think.
We all said from our 50s.
He had been really sort of like languid and stuff before when he was Vic.
Yeah.
But now he's just kind of like just more sort of solid.
Yeah. That's
if that
fun.
makes any sense.
That's really fun. Talk to us about leveling. What'd you get? What's on your sheet?
I got a few new spells known. I got one through a favored class bonus, and then I picked up another level 3 extract. And then because of my increase to intelligence, I got just more spells known, or more spells being able to cast every day.
Yeah.
Still on the investigator?
Yeah, he went up to a 9th level investigator, a 9th level steelhound investigator, and still a 1st level gunslinger. But he took. I won't tell you what extracts he took. I'll let those be
They'll come out. Okay.
a surprise because that'll be fun to completely mess up something that Rob decides to have us do. He'll be like, "Why did I let you take that extract?"
And what about signature skill? What was yours? Heal?
Heal. So at 10 ranks, when you treat deadly wounds, the target recovers hit points as if it had rested for a full day with long-term care. Now, when I go into long-term care, providing long-term care means treating a wounded person for a day or more. If your heal check is successful, the patient recovers hit points or ability score points lost to ability damage at twice the normal rate. 2 hit points per level for a full 8 hours of rest in a day, or 4 hit points per level for each full day of complete rest. So what is that? What does that mean in terms of the...
4 hit points per level.
Wow. So that is...
You can do that in a minute, is that right?
Treat deadly wounds, I believe, is still an hour.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, by spending an hour, Bash can heal someone as if that person had rested for one entire day, the entire day doing nothing while being tended to by him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of
That's
lot
a
of hit
lot.
points. Yeah, 4 times your level.
So 40 hit points back in an hour. That's pretty awesome, Johnny.
Yeah.
That's
and that's
really
coming from his dad.
Yeah.
Who was a healer and a physician and herbalist and all that fun stuff, which I really love that this didn't come from him aping Vaticus. Instead, it came from his family.
Yeah, that's
which
awesome.
is really sort of like lovely and warm thing. And I feel like you asked about how he moved, and I think even though he wasn't necessarily the best dad when he was in the Dreamlands, he still was a father.
Yeah.
And a parent, and that changes you. And so I
It
think
was
that
his
he's,
identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that he is now used to walking around with himself not being the focus of his life.
Oh, that's a big change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I still think, but also he wasn't a great guy when he was in the Dreamlands. He wasn't like a good guy. I think that if Vic had still been around, he would be chaotic good at this point because he kept trying to do more things for other people. But now he's still chaotic neutral because of those memories and that lifetime kind of having bled in.
Yeah. We'll have to see where that takes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if that will, like Vic's sense of needing to atone for our previous visits, like how that
develops,
if that maintains, if that deviates, if that was strictly a Vic thing, or if that bleeds through.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your campaign trait. Foe of the Strange. As you regained your memories, you regained an entire other lifetime's worth of experience fighting creatures from beyond your world. Your trait bonus on saving throws against the extraordinary spell-like and supernatural abilities of aberrations increases by 1. You now have a +2 bonus on all saving throws against those things.
Wow.
Pretty fun.
That's very cool.
Awesome. Finally, yeah.
I do want to say also that unlike Grip, I did take several skill things from skills and feats from the old Triangle Man sheet.
What'd you take?
I took, this will make Katie very happy. I finally took
You can calm down.
Precise Shot. I know that will make you very happy.
Levels of -4 shooting into melee.
So that is a nice thing to not have to do the -4 on that anymore. And then he had so many things that he had maxed out that I was like, I have to take some of these because they became such a focus of that character. And even actually having lived in the Dreamlands for decades, that so he now has max ranks in, even though it's not quite max ranks, even though it's copying who Dora was, Arcana and Planes, and heal, and also now use Magic Device.
Something Sebastianis was good at.
Love it.
So it's still not.
Holes.
It's still not great because he doesn't have a high charisma.
Okay.
But it's something.
It's something.
It's
a
somebody
start.
who can
It's a
use
start.
shit.
Yeah.
Yes, or at least try.
Try to use it.
And Pandora. She's still rocking the mid-level mage look here. The silky blue robe covered in arcane sigils, leather necklace bedecked with magical talismans, bright red cloak of resistance, which I think was Ratchamambi's, silver tiara on the brow, the perfect crystal sphere of red and blue endlessly circling her head, and, of course, as always, the gaudy pink cowboy boots from Briarstone Asylum.
And the belt of Constitution.
The belt of Constitution. Similar question to you that I asked of Johnny. Is there any physical change that we'd notice?
And this is interesting because during the last run of artwork that we're up to and the release of book 3, I started to notice Dora looking not quite middle-aged, but like ancient. And I was kind of like, I don't know if I should say anything, but like I'm older than Dora, but then I'm not going through what Dora's going through. So it made sense. To me, it was like, this is all this grief being held in, all this stuff she's compartmentalizing and hanging on to really tightly. It made sense that she would look like that. I think when she woke up today, she looks younger than I do now. Her face doesn't seem as strained or tense. Her body just seems more relaxed. Her shoulders are not tense.
Yeah.
She looks a little new. Her hair is still silver. Because that's the color of her hair. But I think her face is a little less lined and a lot less strained.
That's fun.
And despite all the emotion of what she's going through right now, in general, I think she's had a little glow up.
Cool. So Bash looks a little older and Pandora looks a little younger. Or Bash is carrying himself a little older.
Yeah, I think he has that slightly sort of like head forward posture.
Sure.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I know you want to be cagey about talking too much about leveling, but what do you want to share with us?
I do because, and it's for 2 reasons. One, because it's just fun to throw stuff out there when it happens. But also, Dora doesn't know. I'm sorry. Pandora doesn't know yet. She just woke up. There's a lot going on. She does not automatically categorize things into, oh, that's a new skill, and that's a new feat, and that's a new this. It's just what it is. So what you saw today was a new feat, a new signature skill, and one new spell, and the beginning of another new spell. But what she got from leveling was she's at 60 hit points, she bumped her will save, she has access to 5th level spells now. And I don't want to say too much about anything else.
Okay.
Because it'll come out.
Yeah.
In something she can do or something she can't do.
So we don't know yet if there's still a quote unquote dark passenger.
I don't think
we would have no way of knowing.
We would have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
And you ain't talking.
And I think for anybody who caught her doing math on the side, you would almost certainly associate that with Mr. Wanderlust. Because she spent quite a lot of time talking to him about
the maths.
The maths. And that's it.
All right.
She's for sure still neutral good.
Okay.
Double down.
Campaign trait, methodical mind. As you regained your memories, you re-experienced literal years spent studying ritual magic and cosmic evils, and multiple lifetimes methodically learning that which should not be learned will help you in your future struggles. Once per day, you can roll twice when you attempt a saving throw against a mind-affecting effect, keeping the better result.
Fantastic.
With all that change hanging in the air, as the cleaning up is going on around the apartment and we're all watching Pandora huddled over Barnabas's body, at the end of 10 minutes, the wedding ring that she's holding in her hand, one of the first things we ever got in this campaign, way back in Chapter 2, it crumbles to dust. There is a flash of light, and beyond the veil, traversing the river of souls through the astral plane, on his journey to the boneyard, where he will be judged, finally, for his actions and choices in life, the soul of Barnabas is aware of at first it feels a little like a tug. And nothing from life really matters out here. So it's easy to dismiss at first, but then it starts to feel like a warm hand stroking your fur. A gigantic hand stroking your fur in a very protective invitation back to whatever Barnabas in this moment in time can even process as back to life. Is this a call that Barnabas answers, or does Barnabas continue on his way?
He feels that stroke on his cheek, and it distracts him from the path he's walking, and he can feel sunlight, and he can feel the forest, and I think it feels like possibility, and he follows that call.
I was so sure you were going to say no.
That die roll said otherwise. Because I didn't know. I don't know. So we'll let the dice tell the story.
Katie, give me a percentile roll.
78.
I love it when he makes that face.
And the rest of you watch, probably in absolute awe, as dirt rises up through the floor of Dabwick's apartment and slowly starts to form like a shadow of a humanoid shape on the ground. And as time passes, more and more dirt spills up through the earth, forming more and more and more of a body. As this happens, you see Barnabas's body begin to crumble into like chunky pieces of ash. I guess it's very endgamey, right? It's just like it starts flecking off
stardust.
Yeah.
The body has to come from something. Like the new body has to. It's magical. It's not like we pluck a body from another dimension. And be like,
the body is
this one now.
The body is
It's all
created
new. So
by
I
this.
love that there's balance. That the old body is
sinking back into the earth.
Yeah.
As Pandora's reincarnation spell creates a very tall, nearly 7 foot tall, incredibly thin, humanoid, female body, pale of flesh, covered with complicated, complex blue runic markings all over her skin. And after an hour, Barnabas's soul opens those eyes. And that's the end of chapter 152. We'll probably get weirder next time.
Not where I thought this was gonna go.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's PAIZO.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
You are a big part of our storytelling as well. And we love it when you help us.
You are, in fact, the antagonist.
And also often the protagonist.
Wow.
The story pal.
Your story pal.
Story buddy.
My name's Rob. I'm the story pal tonight.
Protagonist, antagonist, and lover.